Hello, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Lee Carlam, and I make videos on psychology, mindset, life, and wisdom. And if you are back, welcome back. In today's video, as you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about how I stopped trying to fix myself and what I actually did instead. So I lived a lot of my life in that self-improvement trap. For some people it's a trap, for some people it actually helps them. For me, it started off really helping me. Right? I read books like David Goggins' Can't Hurt Me. His second book never finished. I read the 7 Habits of Highly Successful People. I used to follow all those motivational podcasts and watch all those videos and things like that. But then I started to realize, I started getting bored of those videos. I started getting bored of those books because there was no need to fix anything anymore. I had all the tools. I needed to act. And I'm not even saying that, I need to act. I need to create habits. I need to start actually physically acting in order to fix myself. I still didn't fix myself. There is no fixing myself. What I started to do is I started to live with intuition. I started to trust that I had all the knowledge, I had all the tools in hand, and that my mind was in the right spot and that it would make the right decisions. This doesn't mean that you're gonna listen to your impulses, that if you feel like scrolling on your phone for the entire day, that's what you're gonna do. But what it means is that you develop enough wisdom and self-awareness where you can catch yourself in the moment and think, you know what? I feel like doing XYZ. I feel like talking to this person. I feel like applying to this job. And I really sense it in me and have that intuition because it will lead me to a better life result. This has happened so many times in my life where I'm like, you know what? I'm going to apply to this job. You know what? I don't want that job. You know what? I want this job and I'm going to take it. I'm going to sign the contract. I'm going to do whatever it is. Because when you have developed, when you've done the work, when you've read the books, listened to the podcast, watched the videos, the only other next step is to let yourself do the work. I'm not saying force things, try to fix things, and prove things to other people, and try to prove things to yourself. That is not what my channel is about. We don't do the whole self-improvement thing. We don't do the whole discipline, motivation. No, we don't do therapy either. This is about listening to yourself, understanding yourself so deeply, and expanding your wisdom to know that whatever will happen in your life, number 1, happens for a reason. And number 2, that you can actually handle it. That you know yourself so well that no matter the actions you take, no matter how your life ends up going, that you're going to be fine. This guy again. So I don't know if I caught what I just said 10 seconds ago, but just repeat myself. Basically, I went through a whole bunch of different paths in life. Wanted to become a doctor, wanted to do this, a teacher, professor, etc. Now I have created a community, and a paid community, and this YouTube channel, and a 9-to-5 sales job. So it has been so extremely different. But the funny thing is that no matter how many times I wanted to be a doctor, no matter how many times I was like, let me be a pharmacist, let me go into engineering, let me think about being a teacher, I always try to have these plans. I would do the volunteering, I would do the work experience, I would have the possible references and everything, and the applications and everything. But no matter what, life just shifted me to the life that I have right now. That entrepreneurial mindset, whether it's sales, marketing, business, it has always brought me to this path, no matter what I'm telling you. Ever since I was young, I remember when I was in middle school, I tried selling like little candies, those mints that you get after, you eat at a restaurant and they give you those free mints or those free candies. I would collect those and I'd try to sell them. It's an entrepreneurial mindset for me, at least, right? And for you, obviously it can be a whole different thing. Maybe you like math, and maybe you always feel drawn to being an architect, being an engineer, or whatnot. Maybe you've always been a very artistic person, and no matter what, you get dragged and you have this intuitive feeling to always go towards dance, towards art, towards making music, towards painting. For me, it was entrepreneurship. For me, it's creating businesses. For me, it's bringing an idea and actually having it come to reality and creating it in real life, and for me to make a living off of that. That's what it's always been. Even during this past few months, I've kind of, as if you know my channel, I've been through so many ups and downs, twists and turns. If you scroll back, I used to, like, I try to be a relationship coach. I've never actually dated anyone. Anyway, I'd say I'm still pretty good at it, honestly. But regardless of that, I have also tried a digital product thing. I've helped people with self-improvement before, and try to do all of these different things. Number one, it always ended up being me being my own boss. And that's just, you know, my own path. That's my own intuition, where it comes from. But what I want to say is that no matter what, even if all of those didn't work out, look at it. I'm right here back again, trying to create a paid community to make a living off of. And I got a sales job and things like that to still support me on the side, you know? So that is what it truly means. And so that's what it means when I stopped fixing myself. That's exactly what I did instead. I followed my intuition. Follow what it truly means, but don't just follow your intuition and just do a bunch of random stuff, because you need to develop the self-awareness and the wisdom to be able to say, okay, I'm intuitively thinking that I should do X, Y, Z. So let me do it because it actually makes sense and I really feel it in me. But some people say that, oh, I followed my intuition and then something happened, something disastrous happened and it's not what I expected, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, because you haven't developed the self-awareness or the wisdom. There's times in the past where I felt intuitively drawn to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, or whatever. And then I'm like, wait, why did I do that? And it's because, no, you haven't developed that muscle. So it's something you need to practice. And if you want to practice it, join the Wise Minds community. There's going to be a bunch of other people, super tight knit, direct access to me, where you can ask me your own personal questions. I will answer. And yeah, thanks for watching. If you haven't, please make sure to like and subscribe, because it helps me a lot. And I'll show up on your feed more if that's what you want. Apply now, link below, and see you in the next video.